Considering a new career, maybe, I don't know, a lot of people are thinking about it. A brand new academy opens doors here in San Diego.
It's called the Howard Healthcare Academy, and this is where people go to become dental assistants. News 8's Ashley Jacobs is live in Sierra Mesa with a tour and some tips on good oral health. Ashley, did you tell them how many times you flossed in the past week? Because people never tell the dentist the truth on this one.
I know, that is one area I always lie. I'm always like, yeah, sure, twice a day, sometimes 3 times. But here is where you can find out everything you need to know about being a dental assistant. So, Dr. Haas, this is really cool because there's nothing like this in Southern California, and you developed this. So, I mean, why? Why now?
Well, it came out of a necessity because we really needed great dental assistants, and it was really when for years, I would never hire a dental assistant out of a college because they were not experienced, quote unquote. So I would say, hey, go get a job, get some experience and come back. And then I was thinking, why don't they get experience at the school? That's where they should get it. But because usually colleges are very limited in resources, they can't have all the dentistry changes so fast every year. And so they can't keep up with that. The teachers haven't practiced for years, or they've never practiced dentistry, so they're not up to date to what employers need. So we said, hey, let's do this ourselves. Let's put a school together. We can teach the students what they must know, and also we can do a great job on the hiring side because we can do real interviews and get them great jobs when they graduate.
And of course, you run all of the super dentist locations, so you know what there's a need for. You are always evolving technology. What are the program structures like? I mean, how quickly can someone come in here, take class, and then hopefully get a job?
Well, that's a great question. We're one of the only schools in California that has every dental board approved course, but our most typical one is what's called an RDA, Registered Dental Assistant. That's a 9-month course, and they can take it at our school, and then they can take a board exam and pass it. And then we have all the other ones like RDA-EF, Extended Function. We have Orthodontic Assisting Permit, which all the orthodontic assistants in California must have. But right now, I would probably think 95% are not in compliance because, again, there's a disconnect between the dental board, the colleges, and the dental offices. The dental board has their own requirements, but the dental and the colleges usually are in compliance with the dental board, but they're very impractical on what the dental offices need.
Now, we were kind of joking earlier, and I asked you if there's like a language class involved in this, because the hygienists and assistants can always understand you. They ask you a question when your mouth is open, you're like, and they know.
Yeah, we definitely have a class. So, what is that? I want to go to the restroom. Yeah, that's the first class everybody takes. Yeah, and the next class is, don't put the light in the patient's eyes, when they're sitting down in the dental chair.
Exactly. So cool. So I'm looking at all of this different activities, then we have a lot going on here. What are the requirements to be a student here? I mean, how do you get information to see if this is a class that's right for you?
Well, that's a great question. As you know, dentistry is always ranked the #1 dental field, but then the #1 job field by like U.S. ranking. And so all you need is a high school degree, and we have our own admissions exam. It's a very simple exam to make sure you qualify to go to our program. So they can call our office 619 Academy or howardacademy.com. There's a small test that we take, and then we have a conversation with them. We go over all their options because there's so many options in dentistry. Not only the RDA program, but we have all the standalone courses like X-ray license. This is another thing. We do all the hands-on standalone courses like for the dental assistants that are currently in offices, but they must continue their certifications. We have all of those courses available as well.
Okay, very cool. A lot to talk about this morning. We'll check in with you more in the next hour. But Angie and Heather, are you with me, right? Doesn't it always seem like they ask you the questions when your mouth is wide open? It's like, hey, how was your day today? And it's like, how am I supposed to answer this? You know what I'm talking about?
You got to do like sign language or something, or have like a dry eraser board.
I just found out that Angie was a dental hygienist.
I was a dental assistant.
Oh, assistant.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I am very particular about hygiene.
She's telling me over here every time she flosses. God, all right. Ashley, thank you. We'll check in with you in a little while.
She's going to have some sparkling teeth when we see her.
I will volunteer to be the patient. I like when my teeth are nice and clean.
Yeah.